Good day, everyone. This is Iam, and welcome back to Iam Vibes. The DepEd format of a project proposal for innovation in schools. Republic Act No. 9155, known as Governance of Basic Education Act of 2001, provides, among others, the strengthening of school-based management or SBM. By further devolving the governance of education to schools, empowering school heads and non-teaching personnel in expanding community participation and involvement, and making the delivery of educational service to the learners more responsive, efficient, and effective through an enhanced school planning and improvement that lays down specific interventions through initiated projects in schools. In consonance with the Act, all teaching and non-teaching personnel are encouraged to create or innovate school-based initiated projects geared towards the improvement of the teaching-learning process and school governance. Here is the DepEd format of a project proposal for innovation in schools. The font for heading should be boldface serif or sans serif size in accordance with hierarchy. The font for text portion is 12-point serif such as Times New Romans or Book Antiqua. Margins layout should be standard and at least 1 inch 1 column single-sided. For paragraphing, it should be indented paragraphs, no line skip between paragraphs in a section. Page number should be at the bottom centered. In the paper should be letter size or 8.5 by 11 and 1.5 for spacing. Project proposal for innovation should include, of course, the name of proponent, the project title or the sentence summary of the project scope, and the project time frame. For the project proposal, it is composed of 6 parts, which include the project contacts or the list of persons who are involved with the project and can be contacted. Be sure to include their names, titles, roles in the project, as well as phone numbers and email addresses. Then we have the project summary. The goal of this section is to present the reasons for doing this project, as well as stating the project's objectives. In this section, in particular, it is essential to write concisely and clearly. Be able to answer the following questions. Why are you doing this project? What will you be doing? How will you be doing it? Who will be doing it? Where will it be done? How long will it take? And how much will it cost? Third, we have the project background. It explains what needs or problems you are trying to solve and why these needs or problems are worth solving. You should also provide a brief setting and history behind the project. This section should be no more than a page. Include references to supporting documentation such as project design or layout. This information can be placed in the index. Next, we have the project objectives that you can state explicitly what goals the project is aiming to achieve. Project methodology. This section details the plan for how the project objectives will be achieved. It usually starts with a description of the overall approach. It is composed of 3 parts. First, we have the work breakdown and task time estimates. In this section, you should create a detailed project schedule. Make a list of tasks that will be performed for this project. Make sure the list is complete enough and the tasks broken down. Then you have the project deliverables. Make a list of the project deliverables. These are the products that will be delivered to the client at the end and throughout the project. Make sure to include a description of the deliverable. And lastly, we have the project risk management. This section details the significant project risks and delineates the plans to alleviate or control them. Make sure to address each risk likelihood of occurring as well as its impact on the project and the school. And lastly, for the project proposal, of course, you are going to indicate the project costs. In this section, you will need to estimate the overall cost of the project. You have letter A, project budget, it must be detailed. And B, we have the sources or the source of fund. And remember that it should not come from the MOOE fund. The DepEd format for a completed project for innovation in schools. From the proposal format for innovation, there is no so much difference in the format other than for the completed project, there is an additional section such as the monitoring and evaluation, the next steps, and the appendices. So right after the project cost, you will add number 7, the monitoring and the evaluation section, which you are going to describe how progress will be evaluated throughout and at the end of the project. You are going to formulate clear indicators for objectives and results. And then it should be followed with the section 8 for the next steps. It specifies the actions required for sustainability of the project. You are going to indicate what step are you going to do, step 1, step 2, and step 3. And lastly, you have the appendices, which you're going to document pictures, letter or the memorandum of agreement, such as the donors, the bill of materials, receipt of deliverables, the letter of acceptance, and the approved evaluation form signed by the project evaluators. So good luck on your journey of making your innovation teachers. I hope you have learned something for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I am Vibes.